Hey guys, if you like my videos, make sure you don't subscribe. Make sure you do subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss a video from my channel. So hey guys, this is Arjun here and how are you all? I hope you all are good. And today in this video, we're going to start with physics chapter number 2, the physical quantities and measurements, unit number 1, the measurement of length. So let's get started. Very often, people make guesses. We can guess how far Delhi is from Bengaluru or how warm a room is. We think carefully about our guesses and use all our knowledge and common sense. We are making an estimate. Estimates are often very useful, but they are not exact and sometimes may be wrong. Sometimes our senses can be misleading us. So, most of the measurements we make in physics need to be fairly accurate. So, in this chapter, I'm going to talk about the physical quantities and measurements, which is the first unit, the measurement of length. So, let's just know the contents for today's video. The first one is things used for measuring length. The second is length. The third one is need for a standard unit. Fourth one is a standard unit. Fifth one, standard units of length. And the last but not the least, inch and foot as units of length. So let's get started with things used for measuring length. So we have, I guess most of people have seen a scale and a tape. We often use them. They're often used by carpenters for us to do in maths and everything because physics, math, and chemistry are interrelated, and that's what you gonna understand when I'm uploading like 20 to 30 videos by the time. So let's get started with a small example in length. For example, imagine you take a piece of cloth to a tailor for making a shirt. The tailor will obviously first measure the length of the cloth with, with his measuring tape and then he will take the measurements of your body. After noting this, he'll cut the cloth so that you get the perfect size to wear. So next one, let's know the length which is we have seen in the example. Length is a basic measurement and measuring tape is a tool employed to measure length. So let's know the definition. The length between two fine marks on a metal bar made of platinum iridium alloy. This bar is maintained at the constant temperature and is placed near Paris in France. So this is a big story. You can find it on Google about if you type platinum iridium alloy. It's a big story of the invention of meter. So let's go with the next one. Need for a standard unit. So these are the pictures which were in the olden times. So need for a standard scale or unit. In the early days, people used to measure length with the help of parts of body such as outstretched palm, which is here, and the foot length, which is here, arm length or cubit length, and a yard length. So, so King Henry I declared that the distance from the tip of his nose from here and to the stretched thumb of his sideways stretched arm should be used as a unit of length. He called this length a yard. As you can see from here till here is 1 yard. This is what King Henry I declared. This is called a yard length. But if you can see that such units cannot serve as standard for measuring length. The simple reason is that they're going to be different for different people because anyone's hands can be their lengths of their hands can be varying, so we are not sure, and this is not a great invention. Standard unit. So definition: a unit which is accessible to majority of the people as a basic unit of measurement is called the standard unit. So actually, the scientists all over the world have accepted a basic set of units for measuring basic physical quantities, that is, measurement of length, mass, time, temperature, etc. These set of units are called Standard International System of Units. It is generally referred to as SI system of units. So standard unit is this is a set of units which is agreed all over the world. It's like acceptable to a majority of people, and the scientists all over the world have discussed and have accepted this. So standard units of length. So according to the SI system of units, the fundamental unit of length is meter, or in short form as m. So we're going to see there are two types, multiples of meter and submultiples of meter. The meter is the multiples of meter is the meter is not a convenient unit for expressing long lengths. If you can want to calculate from the distance from India to New Zealand, you cannot tell it with meters. It would be a really wrong long number to express, and that would be really tough. So we have a multiple of meter which is more than a meter. Here so that is kilometers. Example, Amritsar, the distance between Amritsar and New Delhi is 470,000 meters, or 470,000 meters. It is far more convenient to say that the distance between Amritsar and New Delhi is 470 kilometers. Try it on yourself. Here, the word kilo in kilometers stands for 1000. Thus, 1 kilometer stands for 1000 meters. You can look at here. So, what you can see, multiples of meter equals to kilometer. 1 kilometer in short form is km equals to 1000 meters, 1000 m. So that's what you have understood. In the next part is submultiples. Some lengths are much smaller than a meter. For example, the length of a pencil is much smaller than a meter. Thus, it is inconvenient to express such lengths in meters. A pencil length is 0.15 meters or 3 by 20 meters. It is inconvenient. To express such lengths, a submultiple of meter is used. It is called centimeter, or in short form cm. The word centi means 100th part, 1 by 100. Thus, 1 centimeter is 100th part of a meter. In other words, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So, next one is another submultiple of meter, which is millimeter, or in short form, it is mm. The word milli means is a thousandth part of a meter. In other words, 1 meter is equals to 1000 millimeters. So as you can see here, millimeter 1 mm equals to 1 by 1000 meters, or other ways you can say 1 meter equals to 1000 mm. Let's go to the next one. Inch and foot as units of length. So this is interesting. So an inch is a unit of measurement in the American standard measurements. So 12 inches equals 1 foot. Since 1959, the inch has been defined officially as 2.54 centimeters. This symbol is used for inches in. Mostly, inch and foot is basically used for calculating the height. This is really often, if you have seen in Google, if you're asking for somebody actor's length, like height, you always see 5 feet 6 in, 5 feet 11 in, like that you can see. So next, go to the next part. Foot. A foot is a common length unit in imperial system and the current US customary unit system. A foot is equals to 0.3048 meters. A foot has 12 inches and 3 feet make a yard. This symbol for foot is feet, FT. So I'm really glad that I've completed the unit 1 of the second chapter of physics, which is measurement of length. I hope you guys enjoyed. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss a video from my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video.